Hey guys, what's cracking? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about microphones. So when I started this channel back in 2020, I started off with humble beginnings, but my objective was to produce content at the most affordable way possible. Back then, the only device that I actually had was some Windows laptop, I can't remember the brand anymore, and my iPhone 11, which is what you're looking at right now. You see, I wanted to prove a point that you don't necessarily need to have the latest and greatest of technology for video recording or voice recording just to start a channel. I always had this notion that with modern technology nowadays, you can literally do anything with just a smartphone. And I've proven that time and time again. While I do edit some of my videos on a MacBook, for the most part, most of my content, regardless from audio recording, video recording, or even thumbnail editing, is just done on my iPhone. And the reason behind that is that I wanted to have that ability to be flexible, wherein I can literally go wherever I want to go, shoot a video, edit on the fly, and upload it. I don't want to be stuck behind a desk editing and whatnot, and then go out again if I have to. Now, a year or two later, a company known as Didi actually reached out and believed in my perception and sent me a lavalier microphone. Now, this isn't some high-end lavalier. This is literally just one of their standard lavalier microphones. Only difference is it has a built-in chip that processes sound once you're recording. So it kind of elevated my voice. And then about a year or two later, another company reached out from Mayono, which sent me their wireless microphone, which was the first for me, and was very much excited to actually test it out. So I figured for this video, considering that this is my first time to actually use a Boya microphone, I wanted to pit them all together just to give you guys an idea on how it actually sounds like in comparison to one another. Now, this Boya Magic, one aspect of this device that really caught my attention is that it has 4 potential uses, or forms is what you call it. You have the standard clip-on, which is what you would often see with influencers. There's also the on-camera mode, which acts like a shotgun microphone. There's also the handheld, which is your standard microphone. And of course, there's also the desktop mode, which kind of acts like one of those microphones you use for podcasts. All this for the price of just roughly around $100, or more or less around 5,000 pesos, give or take, depending on where you buy it. Inside, you have a leather pouch, which is very high quality, if I may say so myself. It contains 2 dead cats, mini dead cats for that matter. It also has a clip-on receiver, which is normally ideally used for cameras, like when you're using it as a shotgun microphone. You also have a dead cat, which kind of looks like a rabbit's foot, so I'll call it a dead rabbit's foot, Type-C cables, and extra jacks for compatibility purposes. So here's a first look with the Boya Magic microphone with a pop filter. And interestingly, this isn't what I was kind of expecting to see. I mean, obviously it shows on the box on what it looks like, but normally if you are talking about wireless microphones, at least from what I've seen so far, they're very compact, kind of like similar to wireless earbuds. In this case, Boya went a different route, which is also nice because considering its form factor, it's a lot easier to store when not in use. The wireless mics are pill-shaped. This is actually one of the tiniest that I've seen in this category. And the magnets of the charging case, which also acts as a microphone, is very, very intense. As you can see here, that I'm shaking them, it doesn't come off. Underneath, you have the Type-C connector, which allows you to connect this device to your smartphone. And yeah, this is actually a very compact device for recording. I do like the fact that you do have the option to mix and match depending on your need, as well as the microphone itself is able to give you that level of flexibility depending on what situation needs it the most. Now, if you intend to use this for podcast purposes, it does come with this. This is a desktop stand. Think of it like a mini tripod that's designed specifically for the Boya Magic, which enables you to attach it and basically act like a regular podcast microphone. So now what we're going to do is I'm going to do a voice recording on all devices in front of you. This is going to be with the iPhone 11, the Didi lavalier microphone, the Mayono wireless microphone, and the Boya Magic. But of course, for the Boya Magic, I'll be adding a few more since it does have other modes in terms of recording. First on the list is the iPhone 11. So this is a microphone test using the iPhone 11's primary microphone. Let me know what it sounds like down in the comments. Next up is the Deity lavalier microphone. So this is a microphone test using the Deity lavalier microphone. You will hear some artifacts in the background, wind, noise, and whatnot. This is what it sounds like. Let me know in the comments. Next is the Mayono wireless microphone. Now this is a microphone test using the Mayono wireless microphone. Let me know what it sounds like in the comments. Next, we have the Boya Magic wireless microphones. Now, this is a microphone test using the Boya Magic without the dead cat attachment. Let me know what it sounds like in the comments. With the attached dead cats. Now, this is test 2 with the Boya Magic with the mini dead cat attachments. Let me know what it sounds like in the comments. With the charging case. Now, this is test 3 using the charging base attachment for the Boya Magic. Let me know what it sounds like in the comments. And with the dead cat filter. This is test 4 with the Boya Magic with the dead cat attachment. Let me know what it sounds like in the comments. Alright, so let's talk about my verdict with this experience of using the Boya Magic. Now, I am not a professional when it comes to microphones. I just have a preference. And most often than not, my preference would be with wired connection. Mainly because if it's wired, there's less to zero latency when you're recording something versus wireless. This Boya Magic microphone, however, kind of disrupted that perception because for the most part, it actually sounded really good as far as the recording experience is concerned. I'm not entirely sure how you would perceive it, but for me, it worked just fine. If I had this 4 years ago, I'd be perfectly fine. I wouldn't even consider using the wired accessories. This to me is an easy recommendation for anyone who's looking to start their own podcast, wants to do YouTube like I did, or literally just use it for productivity purposes. The Boya Magic is great all around. For the price, there's really not much to complain about because other microphones in the market, especially the professionally grade ones, are a lot more expensive than just 4,000 to 5,000 pesos, or around the $100 mark. This to me can really bring or elevate the experience in terms of production. Now, I'll be dropping the links in the description on where you can get this for the best price. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions or inquiries. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Consider subscribing to the channel for more content like this. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next.